Okay, so we've just seen Storm Week, which is very dramatic for all three of you. What was it like? How did you feel about being involved in the big stunt?
It was amazing. Like, I feel so lucky to be doing another stunt again, like, since I started. It was such an experience, wasn't it? We were learning new things, underwater stuff that we've all never done before.
What was the underwater stuff like?
It was scary, very, very scary.
And separate from Hollyoaks, you went to another studio?
Yeah.
Was it
Went to Blackpool.
Fleetwood, yeah.
There was some moments where, because we had a day to sort of get used to it. Everyone we worked with was brilliant. They sort of eased us in, made it a lot easier. But some moments were a bit like you were on edge. Like there's one moment where we were 4 meters deep at the bottom of the pool, and there's just like you've got the fear of swimming right to the top with like no breath, and it's just
you have these what's it called? These stats. So you use that for air, and then when you call action, you have to drop it and then do the scene.
But on the training day, these two were like going on to the next level. I was still trying to stop water going up my nose. I was like,
because we were just competing against each other.
I was going to say, I bet it got competitive, you two.
Yeah. You can hold their breath for the longest.
I just think it was me in the end.
It was actually you.
You was down there for ages.
Oh, he was vexed. He was like, nah, I gotta go longer.
Do you kind of worry you're going to be killed off? Because it really looked like Lily was going to die. And I think the audience are going to, until the last minute, it's going to look like that. When you know you're involved in the stunt, like, do you get told, no, you're not going to die, it's fine? Or do you not know until you get that script?
I think they tell you before in advance, so you can prepare for it as well. Yeah.
But it's more the excitement of being involved in the biggest thing of the year, like really that everyone looks forward to.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a love triangle here. Not only are the three of you almost drowning, but Lily's got a big choice to make, and we see that she seems to choose Romeo at the end. What can you tell us about what happens next? Prince doesn't have a clue. He's drying himself off in the dog.
I think, she knows this is wrong, but her heart, for some reason, I think it's just in that moment, he's just been in the water, he's being given oxygen, so it's like she's all flustered, she doesn't know what to do, and she just does it in the moment. So I think she doesn't really know what's going on. Yeah.
That's your excuse, Lauren. Were you upset to think that Prince and Lily might be no more, because you guys are a really popular couple? You had your wedding earlier this year, or how did you feel about the fact maybe your romance on screen is in jeopardy?
If it was me, I'd just want them to be happy, and because the first time I came into the village, it was the first person she's seen, and but obviously in Hollyoaks, there's no easy happy relationship.
They love a good love triangle.
Malique, you don't look too happy that you might have lost it.
Well, to be fair, it's a fun thing to do. It's different, you know what I mean, than Prince being the bad one. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge.
It's always nice because Owen's come into it now, and it's just nice to work with someone new. And we've been doing a lot of filming together, so it's just it's been really good.
So this bad boy's come into the village, but he's had a really bad upbringing. Things aren't good. Now Romeo's finally found his dad, but his dad's not interested. What's next for Romeo and Jane?
It's difficult. They're both such troubled characters. So for them to connect, really, it's going to take a lot of work, both of them. They've never let anyone in properly. I mean, Romeo's only known his mum and his sister to really know him, and obviously Lily recently. So to let another person in, it's going to take a lot of work for him, and James too. So it's going to take work from both of them.
Do you think there's a chance of a father-son relationship there at all? Would you like that to happen?
I think Romeo needs it. He needs it very much so, but he doesn't know that he needs that. He's spent his whole life. He's been his own father figure. He's taught himself everything he knows, really. So for him to admit to himself that he needs someone in his life to look up to, it's going to be hard for him. But he does need that, and I think it's going to take James to see that and James to step up for that to happen.
So. Finally, without spoiling anything, I want you guys to describe Storm Week for the fans in just 3 words. You can have a word each, or you can give me 3 words each.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an action.
It's good. I'm liking that. Lauren, top that, Lauren.
Oh God.
can't beat that, can you?
Wet. How about wet?
Wet. Yeah, wet.
Owen?
It's a little bit mad. It's a little bit mad.
Just a little.
That's really good.
Man.
Little bit mad.